In this video, I'm going to provide an overview of the official Goldbach Discord. I know some of you have bootleg copies of the book. Now, the book is fantastic, but where the learning really accelerates is via the Discord. And if you have an official copy of the book, you get access to the Discord. Now, this morning, coincidentally, I saw a tweet from Hoppy that I should make everyone aware of. So today, about an hour ago, Hoppy released this statement. In short, Hoppy loves the power of three numbers, and there are 1,757 people who have the book and then who have access to the Discord. Now that number is 243 away from 2,000. And so what Hoppy is saying is he's going to give away these last 243 copies at the current discounted price. And then after that, the price will increase significantly. And then when we get to the next power of three number, 2187, which I like to use for Bitcoin as a very big heads up. If you look at some of my old trades on Bitcoin using Goldbach, I use the 2187. So price increases once we hit 2,000, and then it's going to get pretty high after 2,187. Now, I bought the book originally for $160, which was a fantastic investment. It's going for a lot less right now. I'm assuming the price will probably go back to 2,000. Will probably go back to the 160 once these 243 copies have been sold. I have seen the book sell for as much as $700. Let me find the screenshot of that. There we go. So at some point the book was going for $779 as well. So whatever price you get it for in the next 243 copies is going to be a lot less than $700 and a lot less than the 160 I paid for. Anyway, this wasn't supposed to be the purpose of this video. I wanted to give an overview of the Discord and why it's so powerful. Now, obviously, I can't jump into every channel because there's a lot of information there that cannot be shared outside of the group, and I can't share on my YouTube. But how I would attack the Discord. So, and I've been asked this a few times. Once you have the book, I would first read it without taking notes. I would skim read it. Right? The purpose of the first read of the book is not to understand every detail of the book. It's for your brain to create structure and a skeleton so it understands what the key components of Goldbach are. And then once you have that structure, I would then read the book again. And this time you're reading to understand. Right? Once you've read it to understand, all that skeletal structure that was in place from your first skim will now help your brain to put the pieces together. So once you've read the book properly for the second time, this is how I would attack it. And this is how I did it. I would first go into the questions channel and I would scroll to the top of that question channel. I would read every single reply that Hoppy has made himself or I have. Now I'm biased, yes. So any replies from Hoppy or myself, I would read those. And I would read the associated question. That will bootstrap you so quickly because these are the questions other people are asking. Right? These are the questions that other people are asking, which is probably the questions that you have. So go through all the questions that Hoppy's answered and I have answered. Obviously, have a look at the FAQ. The next thing I would attack is probably the trading plans. So Hoppy gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trading plans, which you can use with Goldbach. Now I have my own strategy called the Golden Bullet, which is not the scope of this video. But I would go through these trading plans and first read the trading plans in the book so you understand them. Now, I believe 1 or 2 of these might not even be in the book yet. But read the trading plans in the book and you'll start getting an idea of which ones resonate for you. And it will be dependent upon whether you're a scalper or you're a swing trader, and the time frame you like to use, and whether you like to use Goldbach as more of a support and resistance, supply and demand type model, or you prefer more ICT based frameworks. Select one of those trade plans and then dive deeply into these examples. So there's loads of examples of people using those trade plans, documenting their results. There's Hoppy also with, he will provide examples of real life trades that he took or he saw that match with these trading plans. So have a look at these trading plans. I'm a big fan of Algos 1 and 2. So definitely have a look at those. This will give you an overview of Algos 1 and 2. Now, personally, I have read every single post in the Discord. I'm a little bit hardcore. I wouldn't do that because it's going to take you a very long time. Maybe just have a look at the stuff posted by Hoppy or myself, and then you'll start to understand Algos 1 and 2. Hoppy has a very specific way that he uses Algos 1 and 2. So, understanding them, I think, is key. In the book, Hoppy says Algos 1 and 2 are the most difficult to really trade. But I personally think you need to understand them. Obviously, I'm here in my mentorship channel, posting some bits and pieces. Now, people have asked to join my Discord, but my Discord is only open to those who've conducted the mentorship with me. And then they get an invite, and then they can join me on my monthly Discord. But my prerequisite always is you cannot do my mentorship unless you have a legit copy of the book and you are on Hoppy's Discord. So I get so many messages, so many DMs on Discord saying, "Can I do your mentorship?" It just takes me a second to look you up and see if you really are on Hoppy's group. If you're not on Hoppy's group, I'm sorry, I cannot do a mentorship with you. But obviously, I'm there. I would also have a look because as a trader, you have to know which assets you're going to trade. Once you've read the questions, you've understood a little bit more about the algorithms, I would then start diving into which asset you trade. And you'll have tons of examples of people trading this particular asset. I usually post my trades in EU or GU. I sometimes post my DXY trade analysis as well. But this will give you more concrete examples over and above the book on how people are actually trading this. And the great thing is, the more senior guys in the group usually post whether a higher time frame algorithm is running on one of these assets. So we have Forex, we have indices, we have commods, we have crypto also. Hoppy's trading journal is also key to have a look at. So I think he's in here. So he posts all of his trades in here, and other people post their trades as well. So you can then start looking at people's journeys and say, where did they start off with Goldbach? What were the lessons they learned, and how are they doing now? So this is fantastic. This is all about bootstrapping and accelerating your learning by learning from other people, from their lessons and then from their mistakes. Some other bits and pieces I like within our group. There's also a channel, it's a new channel called Trade Ideas, I believe, where Hoppy posts things that people should be looking at. Now, it's not financial advice, and there's a disclaimer in Hoppy's group. None of this is a signal service, but he typically does say, I'm looking at this for this kind of trade. Let's see if I can find it. Seems to be one of the embedded channels. So, it's there. It's basically there. It's one of the embedded channels. I don't want to jump into any of these channels because I don't want to give anything away, but there's a lot of fantastic information there. Some really cool things we have here are, as you know, ICT uses Goldbach, and he drops hints of Goldbach every now and again. So some of these tweets that we just map his tweet to some Goldbach levels that maybe he's trading and not telling us about. So that's always interesting to have a look at there. There's also breadcrumbs, which are clues that we have seen ICT drop about Goldbach and IMP and Enigma that we document in here as well. The great thing is it's a very inclusive group. There's no judgment there. We all try to help each other when we can. It's not one of those groups where we're posting memes or we're joking around, and it's not toxic. It's just a place where you can learn. But that's how I would approach it. Okay, there we go. There is Hoppy's Trade Ideas channel, which is accessible to everyone who's part of the group. Where I have learnt the most from was definitely the questions, reading everything in the questions, and then also having a look at the live trade examples. That was massive for me. I learned a lot from that. Anyway, I thought I would put out this emergency announcement. So in short, you can have a look at Hoppy's tweet. There's only another 243 books at this low price, and then he's going to essentially, I guess, close off the group because it's getting a little bit big now, and we just want to keep it focused. Now think about and I talk to my mentorship students about this a lot. Think about the trading universe in Forex and how many people there are, and then how few people actually know about smart money concepts. And within those, how many people have heard of ICT? So there's 900,000 now, I guess, in terms of subscribers. Now, of those 900,000 people who know ICT, how many people are even aware of Goldbach? Right? Because Goldbach is what ICT really uses. And the people who are aware of Goldbach, how many people are actually right next to Hoppy? Right? Less than 2,000 people actually have the information and speak to the man himself. Right? Have a look. See if you want to get in now. As always, links in the description to the book and also to my mentorship program. Obviously, I'm sorry you can't join my mentorship program unless you have an official copy of the book and you're on Hoppy's Discord. But then once you're in, complete my mentorship, then I will provide an invite and an opportunity to join my private Discord. As always, any questions, give me a shout. Always love hearing from you guys, how you're trading Goldbach. Love seeing you guys are now profitable trading Goldbach, and it's always amazing seeing my golden bullet guys absolutely murder the markets and being very patient, just waiting for our setup. So shout out to you guys. It's Friday today. It's the day after Thanksgiving, so no trading for me. I just have some mentorship calls to tick off today. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I will see you in Hoppy's group.